With that down, let's move on to this, shall we? You know, there is a big thing that's been going around for years, ever since the first Batman movie came out, which is, hey, where's the Batman movie? Where's the Batman's equal? It's been how many years now since that thing came out? 3 or 4? Since the Batman came out? It's been a while, at any rate.
Came out in 22.
In 22.
3.
So we're now like 3 years in since that movie came out, and we still don't have a script. And we thought the script had been turned in, because you remember a while ago there was that big story that Memorial Day in May last month, that Matt Reeves was going to be turning in at least the first draft of the script. Well, James Gunn has just confirmed that they still don't have a script. It still hasn't been turned in. This comes to us from Superhero Hype, right? Despite multiple release date delays, the Batman Part 2 is still on the way and has just received a new update from DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn. Despite DC Studios launching a new shared universe, simply dubbed the DC Universe, the company will still have to make the occasional standalone Elseworld projects that will take place in its own self-contained world, which of course is great, and I'm super looking forward to that. It says this, speaking with Entertainment Weekly about the first DCU movie, the upcoming David Cornsweet-led Superman, James Gunn offered a brief update on the status of the Batman Part 2, sharing, quote, "What Matt's doing is still really important, despite all the stories to the contrary. We're supposed to see the script shortly. I can't wait." We're supposed to see the script shortly. I can't wait. Which means last month, when we all got excited about finally there's turning in the script on Memorial Day. Oh, they still haven't turned in the script. And we still don't have it. And it's been years and years. And now, one of the other things too that I think might get lost in this mix is, a lot of people saying, James Gunn doesn't want the Batman. It's like, idiots. You do know James Gunn is the CEO, right? Like if James Gunn didn't want the Batman, he would just say, we're moving on from the Batman. Done. He doesn't have to get anybody's approval. He doesn't have to get anybody's permission. He's the CEO, with Peter Safran, of course. If they decide they didn't want it, they would just not do it. It's just that simple. But he's still out there saying, no, listen, what Matt's doing, contrary to popular belief, is still really important to their plans. But we still don't have a script. And you know what? I am now to the point that it's going to kind of be like Blade to me now. I'll believe it when I see it. Again, look, there's been a lot of, and we've talked about a little bit on this show as well. There's been some chat and discussion that there may be some issues going on with Matt Reeves, like personal issues that may be going on with Matt Reeves, that are his to deal with and stuff like that. And maybe that's causing the delays, whatever. We've talked for a long time, Rob, that Matt Reeves does have a bit of, before this, has had a bit of a rep that he takes his time. That's the diplomatic way of saying it. He's slow. He moves slowly. He often misses deadlines. Now, we don't care as long as he's ultimately delivering product like The Batman, which was amazing. So I don't know. I'm kind of discouraged to hear that they still don't have a script. They're still saying, oh, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. They've been saying it forever. I don't know, Rob, are you surprised to hear this? Like, what's your takeaway from this?
No, I mean, it's like you said, it's like Parmesan wine. We will sell no wine before it's time. I mean, I think that, look, writing scripts can go fast. They can go slow. I think in the case, Matt Reeves has a lot. The first Batman was quite good. I mean, I think all of us would say that it was very unique. It had great acting. It was beautifully shot. It had an incredible feel to it.
Yeah, I loved it. I had a great time.
I did too. And I've watched a lot on disc, and they've done an incredible job. I think if anything, the Penguin caused them to even the pressure is even higher now, because
Penguin was just next level.
It was incredible. So you now have the Batman and Penguin, and this will be a follow-up to both of those things. So I think the pressure to come up with a script that isn't just, oh, the script's good. It has to be effing great. I mean, this script has to be amazing. Otherwise, they're not. And they're competing against the rest of the DC universe. But here's the thing. I think that I would imagine they're going to get it in soon. And when they do get it in, it's going to be something really special. And I don't understand this idea. Look, when I was growing up reading comics and going to the comic book store every week, I was reading like 6 different Batman comics. And I've said this before, but Batman and the Outsiders, was drawn by Jim Aparo, and it was really goofy, but it was very different than the main Batman book, which was different than Frank Miller doing The Dark Knight Returns. So I don't think there's any confusion in the marketplace when people go see Matt Reeves, The Batman 2, and then turn around and go see whatever The Brave and the Bold's going to be, or Batman and Robin's going to be over in the DC universe. People will know. They'll understand. I mean, we had Never Say Never Again and Octopussy coming out in 1983, 2 different James Bond movies, one with Sean Connery and one with Roger Moore, in the same year. And back then, people weren't like, I don't get it. They went, it's James Bond.
Yeah, everybody says it's going to confuse the audience. It's not going to confuse the audience. If there's anything, well, wait a minute, I thought this was Batman. Oh yeah, this is like a totally separate thing. Oh, okay, it's not that difficult. Everybody thinks that the slightest chewing gum and walking proposition is going to make everybody fall on their face. People will be okay.
They'll be fine.
It'll work. Don't worry about it. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Stitch Fix. Guys, you know I love movies, but you also know I have absolutely no fashion sense, and I absolutely hate shopping for my clothes. But thankfully, I have found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. With Stitch Fix, I get a stylist who understands my style, size, and budget, and they do all the shopping for me. Because look, shopping and figuring out style can be overwhelming, especially for somebody like me. When it comes to getting dressed, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. That's why I love having a Stitch Fix stylist. They really know what works for me. I get pieces that make me look great, and it's a real confidence boost. You just give your stylist your size, style, and budget preferences. You get to order boxes when you want and how you want, no subscription required. They send you personalized pieces, and the fit is always on point. No stores, no crowds, no stress. Just personalized looks that you will love. So guys, make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Campea. That's stitchfix.com/Campea. But again, I'm discouraged to hear that we still don't have a script. And I'm starting to wonder if it's ever actually going to happen. Anyway, we can only hope, because Matt Reeves is the Batman. Matt Reeves is the extension of that world that he did with the Penguin. Just phenomenal, and I just want to see more of it. I want to see 2 different kinds of Batman. I want to see the Batman that we're getting with the Pattinson Batman. I want to see whatever we're going to get in the James Gunn universe kind of Batman. I want to see
100%.
both. Anyway, whatever you guys think about this whole thing, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.